Okay. Here's a piece of paper. Like this. Cool.
Recordings well. I think pretty much everybody's here. Hi everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Is my audio working? Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really weird, isn't it, to start a production like this? But I just thought, why not let everyone see each other's faces and just get a sense of people are involved? And because, you know, a few of us have been kind of cooking this up for a little while. So yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to our little meetup for our project about Aidan, which is our film based on Amadigi by Handel.
Great. It's so exciting to make this opera with you all. We're all going to go on a magical adventure together, and it's going to be super fun.
I'm just really so pleased that we're doing this. It's just a delight. It feels like, you know, we've all done lots of online projects and things like this, but it feels like a really fun one. And I just wanted to get a sense of how many people are involved, and it's just great to see you all.
Shining brightly when you are near.
It's such an extraordinary feeling to be in the room with another musician, to hear that sound from somebody else in the same space. I've totally lost all sense of time.
Amadigi di Gaula. I felt straight away we need to change the name. Let's make it a Celtic name.
Aidan, the hero of the piece.
It's a very complex love story. I'm Olivia. I am in love with Aidan. Aidan is also in love with me, but Dorian is also in love with me, and Melissa is in love with Aidan.
A lot of Handel characters, to be honest, behave like 12-year-olds. Knows melodies, I just want them to go for hours.
You horrible smelly boy.
Wonderful thing about Aidan, and why it translates so well into a kids' opera, is that it has this kind of high stakes, coming of age, emotional kind of teen drama, and then on the other hand, it has this magical adventure story. To me that sounds wonderful. Yes, yeah. When you release on them, have no kick to the voice. They're all soft caresses.
Yeah.
Love, love, love. Yeah. There's never play around the ear, but it's so nice. It's so nice.
Speaking to Noah about which arias we keep, which ones do we really think tell the story, change them into duets. We hear what everyone is thinking in this space of time, and wanting the language to immediately be language of today.
Obviously, everything's been online for such a long time, so it's a quite surreal prospect in many ways. This rehearsal is about working through the music to prepare for recording next week.
Down, 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 dagga, dagga, down, 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 dagga, yagga, dagga, yagga, down, 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 dagga, yagga, down, 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 down. That's very useful. As a kid, I listened to, and sung and played for lots of Purcell and Handel. And actually, funnily enough, the other music that I loved was kind of rock music, from Jimi Hendrix to the Rolling Stones. And the music that I've written, I really wanted to pick music that really brought the character and the life of the scene to light. Okay, so these are, yes.
12 months of doing everything in your own room with your camera and your own microphone, to suddenly have another voice over there and the sound of a cello right in front of you and a conductor in front. That's what music making is all about. It's about collaboration. It's about listening and reacting to other people. That's what gives it life. And I think we've been very much on life support for the last 12 months.
So for the first time, everyone's been together. Because we're recording the audio so much in advance of doing the green screen recording, I wouldn't want us to hold back on any of the character and really getting the text across. Thank you to all you wonderful players and singers, also to Jan for being... The next thing that will happen is that we'll make an audio edit of the whole thing, and then we'll be working with Gemma, the animator, and Harry, the designer, to make our shot list, and then when we come back together, as in the singers, at the end of April, we will do all the green screen footage.
Been kind of weird because I haven't really met anyone I've been working with yet. One of the good bits about being a designer is actually going and seeing people, because most of the time you're locked away in your room doing work, and that's what most of this has been like. We're about halfway through making all of the set that is going to be the backdrop for our singers. What me and Gemma have been doing is making animatics. So Noah would send us a digital track of the music, and we then put kind of the storyboard to that music in a visual form. Bradley from the start said we wanted to see the singers, but obviously we can't, I just started thinking about doing kind of models. Thinking about animation, which is going to go another layer on top of our model and our singers. It's very theatrical, but it's also embraces its digital form. So I'm about to deliver the box to Gemma, who's then going to start filming and taking shots of this amazing world.
What I thought we would do, we'll try and go through all of your shots, just to give you a bit of prior warning.
That's really good to know when I need to stand like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the box and stuff.
Exactly.
Hey, Harry. Harry's in the car.
Stop it! Glory, stop it! Stop!
The girl I love. I can't believe what he is telling me. He cannot have the girl I love. I can't believe what he is telling me. He cannot have the girl I love.
When I was approached by Harry initially, I was really intrigued and excited, and I thought that it would be a good collaboration, and especially working with a set that somebody else has made.
What I thought you could just, build a little thing.
Group them like that.
And then, were you going to do that by hand, or just cut them out on?
Well, it depends a little bit on time, but if I'm not doing it like stop motion with the layers, then I'll just...
At the end of the month, we're going to go film the singers in this green screen studio, and then Gemma's going to go away and hopefully compile it all together into a lovely looking thing.
Do it in here.
Yeah.
So today we are filming all of Melissa. It's like not the normal work routine. Normally it's warming up. Oh, negative test. That's nice.
Stop him, Fury. Stop him. Stop him.
It's nice to see everyone in real life. Coming into a studio for our first time in ages is quite like full on, but it's good.
It's after what is good about this plan for me.
That you start.
And then he just could be still looking to the camera, and that's when I'll do.
Things like this, whilst very different from what we're used to, is sort of the best way forward at this point in time for us to kind of make any new opera or any new theatre, creating something that's specifically digital for the digital medium.
I really liked it.
That was great.
That was great. Yeah. Shall we do through the? And having done the singing a few weeks ago now, so it's the project's evolved, and we've done stuff online and working together in Zoom sessions, and now it's all coming to fruition, and things that we've put all the musical elements, the dramatic elements, kind of coming together.
I don't have to see anything.
This is my first time working on an opera project, like the most live action that I've worked with as well. Most of my work is with cut paper, stop motion, puppets. So it was really exciting to work with actual people. I started off with the set that Harry and Em had created, making a sort of realistic tiny world inside this box set. It involved lots of photography, like lots of taking things apart, putting them back together, changing the lighting, and ensuring that the characters will look like they're in the space that I'm creating. Just trying different bits of plant or like moving the scenery around just to get it right.
There is a line between theatre and film that I think people are starting to discover. I hope we've really blurred the two here and played with the theatricalness of it, but also used film to our advantage, but also kept the spirit of what opera and being on stage is.
I think that it's not just about finding the young audience that we're doing here with this piece. It's about finding the audience of people who've never been to an opera.
We want to give them that really amazing first experience, which can give them joy, and I hope with this piece that we've challenged their perception of what great art and great music is.